You can rewrite your story at any given moment. You can break yourself free from the matrix of mind that you have built for yourself. The mental prison that you have built for yourself. And the only way to do so is by being retarded, is by taking delusional action. The only way to prove to your ego mind that you are not the story that it is trying to tell you, that it has told about who you are, is by taking action, being retarded. The best way to take inspired, aligned, authentic action is by just doing it. And who is better at doing it than a retard? By someone that has no inhibition, by someone that just fucking does it, that does not give a flying fuck about anything you think of it, whatever. The retard just does. The retard allows action. He does not overthink it. He does not think of the consequences. He just does. My parents moved to China when I was about 2 years old. I lived there from the age of 2 till about 18. I went to Chinese school from the age of about 3 to 10, public Chinese school. They were training me to be a little commie. And I was a little communist back in the day. Very proud communist. Anyhow, I was thrust into this educational system where I did not speak the language very well. Me and my brother were the only white kids in the school. And as you can imagine, I was bullied a decent bit. I struggled to connect with my classmates, with the people around me. I struggled to learn. I developed a lot of social issues, as the first 7 years of a child's life are the most easily programmable. The first 7 years of your life are the time where you are most programmed and conditioned. So for the first 7 years of my life, I was programmed with a belief that I was unworthy, that I was different, that I did not belong, that I did not get along with the people around me. And that story that I was unworthy, that I did not belong, that I was fearful and scared of judgment, of expressing myself. I've carried on this story for my whole life. It is difficult to rewrite these stories. It is difficult to tell yourself a story that does not correspond with the story you have told yourself your entire lifetime. And the only way to rewrite the story, again, is by being retarded, by doing the thing. I had immense fear of just speaking, of just expressing myself, something I struggled with severely for most of my life. Just speaking, just expressing myself, as I am doing here now. Just feeling worthy of my opinions mattering, just always holding back, never expressing myself authentically, always holding back, always making people around me feel comfortable, people pleasing, never speaking my truth when I felt something was not right, or if I did, I felt guilty, or it just irked me. And now I'm finally coming to a point in my life where I feel worthy, that I feel like I am capable. I have delusional amounts of self-belief. I am retard maxing. I am doing the thing regardless of the lack of expertise, the lack of evidence that I have the capacity to do the thing. I just do the thing. The only way to show yourself that you can do the thing is by doing the thing, is by being retarded, is by doing the thing, taking action. If you stay stuck in your mind your entire life, it's not going to get you anywhere. You can think all you want. You can meditate all you want. You can do all this spiritual work. You can journal all you want. But at the end of the day, if you don't take action, if you don't get out of the mind, if you don't stop being a victim, you're never going to get the results you want in life. And we all want results. We all want a better life for ourselves, a better life for the people around us. And the best way to get there is by taking action, by taking retarded action, by acting on your dreams, by getting out of the mind, getting into the body, by taking action regardless of the doubtful thoughts, the fearful thoughts, the potential consequences, all of that nonsense, getting out of the mind, out of the overthinking loops and patterns that have kept you stuck, that have kept you in your small self, that have kept you being a victim your entire life. Getting out of the mind and into the body, taking delusional inspired action. If I never started filming these videos of myself, if I never started speaking to a camera, then I would never have realized that I have the capacity to express myself, that I have the ability to speak with conviction, with authority. Just a year ago, this would have terrified me. Just speaking with this much oomph, this much pizzazz, this much passion. The imposter syndrome was heavy. I did not think I was worthy of or capable of speaking, of feeling like my opinion mattered, that I was worthy of expressing myself. But I never would have got to the point where I am now without having tried it, without being retarded, without allowing myself to take action regardless of the story that had tried to keep me stuck, regardless of the story, the victim mentality, regardless of the matrix of mind that I had built for myself. There would be a lot of things in life that I wouldn't have accomplished if I didn't just be retarded, if I didn't just do the thing, if I didn't just go for it. The best things in life come from just going for it. Nothing good comes from overthinking. Nothing good comes from spending time in the mind, overthinking everything. The miracles really happen when you just do the thing, when you just allow yourself to follow your intuition, when you just follow that voice that makes you terrified, that tells you should go do the thing, that makes that part of yourself, that ego, tremble, that makes it tremor and fear. It is within taking action on those things, taking that retarded, delusional, inspired, aligned action, that we prove to that ego mind, that we prove to that part of ourselves that believes we are not worthy, that we are in fact worthy, that we are in fact capable. If I had continued to tell myself the story that I was not worthy, that people do not care about me, that I was a victim, that I was scared of expressing myself because of fear of judgment, because I'm scared of being bullied by these Chinese kids. Don't worry, I've gotten past that now. If I'd never chose to start taking action, I would have been plagued by these little Chinese children in my mind for the rest of my life. If I never took action, if I never started being retarded, I'd still be a victim. I'd still be living in a matrix of mind that I built for myself, that has kept me in these loops, these cycles of anxiety, depression, fear, hopelessness. But rather now I'm living a life of what feels more purposeful than ever before. And I can only imagine that it will exponentially go from here. That I feel like myself again, that I feel free, that I feel vital, that I feel full of purpose. And this is only the beginning. That I am coming back into myself, that I am returning to the truth within, that I am returning to the retard within, getting out of the mind and into the body, into the heart, into the truth of who I am, returning to the truth. And the only way by doing so is taking action, is by rewriting that story through action, taking aligned, inspired action towards a better life, towards living a life that is full of freedom and love and purpose and vitality. So I'm going to need you to start taking action, start being retarded, start moving in the direction of a life you actually want to live. And that is the only way that you will bring into your life the life you desire. Stop being a victim. Grab life by the balls. Be retarded. Take the action. Channel your life force energy towards something that actually matters, towards something that will make a difference, to improve your life and the lives of the people around you, for the greater good of all things. Get out of your mind. Stop telling yourself the story of a victim. Get out of the victim consciousness and into creator consciousness. That is where true freedom lies. That is how you break free from the matrix. That is how you become the person you've always wanted to be. Be retarded, my friends. Much love. I'll see you in the next one.